What's up, everybody? We are in the Golden Gate Estates. This is a rural area of Naples, Florida. It's a beautiful area. You can buy land out here, or you can build a house. I think it's probably one of the best areas of Naples right now. Lots of new houses going in, and it's rural, further out from the mess of the cities and stuff. It's just a little bit more further out, and they just put a Publix out here, and a few restaurants are going in. This place used to be kind of like Lehigh, where there was nothing, but they're starting to allow a few things. There's a Publix now. It's nice. It's really far out. Crime is usually not a concern out here. Appreciation of property is good. Building costs are complicated because it does flood out here. So if you're putting up an empty lot, it can be a little bit complicated at times putting up a new house. You got flood zone, you got wind zone, you have hurricane code for wind regulations. So I think new houses out here are going up at least $330,000 is what, $320,000, $330,000, maybe something small, $300,000 if you're lucky. Usually you're not gonna find anything new for less than $330,000, I believe. At the end of the roads, there's a canal. You can see that the roads are well paved. This is like a little roundabout so that the garbage trucks can turn around. Being in Collier County, you have a really good garbage collection service. This one's on a bigger lot. The size of the lot makes a difference too on the price. Like, this one's on a much bigger lot. So if you get a bigger lot, obviously you're going to be demanding a little bit more money. But here's a bigger house here. Some of these lots are 5 acres. Most are, I think the smallest ones are 1.25 acres, and there's a lot of 2 acres, 3 acres. So it's kind of a mix. Most of these are kind of really long. And you have the ones that are kind of double, and then you got the ones that are single, they're kind of thin. So you want to pay attention to the ones that are kind of the skinny lots. But basically, if you're building here, you have you're going to spend a lot of money just building up the land, just to get the land good enough. Give me a second here, guys. Just to get the land good enough to build, you're going to have to. We got a little glare. I'm sorry about that. Just to get the land good enough to build on, you're going to spend a good chunk of money. You got to put in a long driveway. You got to put in a culvert, and it's not optional, by the way. It's required by the county. So the good thing is, if you buy a property here, you don't have to worry about somebody popping in a mobile home next to you. I mean, if they pop in somebody next to your property, it's got to be a nice newer construction. So I guess on the bright side, you don't have to worry about your investment going to crap here, at least from the aspect of what is being built here is all good stuff. But there is a lot of what kind of explains really the cost of housing out here, more than speculation and more than anything. It's that you got to build up the lot because it does flood. You got to have a hurricane code because hurricanes do come through here. So between hurricanes, flooding, you have a lot of regulations. And a county that's fairly strict. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to keep you guys off the glare here. But lots of regulation. And all that regulation means that the upfront cost of a house here is quite a bit. So just so you guys can understand a little bit of what contributes to the cost. And there have been a lot of improvements out here. A lot of people don't like the improvements. Here they put up sidewalks, paved roads. They're building bridges. I think they're going to eventually run Vanderbilt Drive. Is going to come all the way out here too. So that's just another thing going up. And here's Vanderbilt Drive is going to come closer to here. But you can see that there's sidewalks that have been put in. Nice grass. So the Golden Gate Estates isn't as savage as it once was. It's more of a suburban place now than before. Before it was definitely rural. Some of the dirts were road. There was no sidewalks. There was none of that. I mean, now they've done some drainage improvements. They've done just a lot. Sidewalks. Look at all these new driveways. When they put in the roads and the sidewalks, every house got a new driveway. So that's all money that's being thrown back at the community to make it look more decent. And sure enough, this is definitely an improvement from years past. So very kind of rural area out here, and there are a lot of new houses going in. There's been new houses going in for a while. Here's one going in right there. That one, they haven't even finished that one yet. So if I was in the price range, I would definitely consider buying a house here in the Golden Gate Estates. You know, it's far enough inland to where hurricanes don't make direct landfalls. Not to say you won't have like a horrible hurricane come through and do a lot of damage, but at least you don't have to worry about storm surge and, you know, direct hurricane damage. Lots of stuff going in here. These houses are new right here. Both of these look pretty new. There's another new one going in right here. They're clearing the lot right there, and here's another new one right here. So, and I can see up ahead there's another construction site. So there's a lot of new houses going in this area. I mean, here's one right here, and there's still lots of empty lots for new houses to be built for many years. So you know, I don't think the price for what you're getting, and keep in mind these are brick houses, you know, concrete block houses with big acreage, concrete block houses, new driveways, up to all types of hurricane codes, electrical codes, lots of inspections. So your final product is a house that's really well built, and it's going to withstand hurricanes, and isn't going to flood because, you know, you're putting it up. Your yard might completely flood, your street might completely flood, but the grade of your, you know, the final elevation of your home is usually going to be high enough to where that's not going to be a concern as far as, you know, your actual house flooding. So that's all part of the package, really. I like the Golden Gate Estates a lot, and it's a good area. Obviously the title of this video, Golden Gate Estates, the best place. I might do that for the title. I'm not sure if I will or not. Golden Gate Estates, the best place for New Yorkers to move to in Florida. Wouldn't that be a title? But it is a good area, and it's nice. You're close to Naples, but you're not in the mess of traffic and people. If you're commuting, it's a little bit of a hassle commuting in Naples from out here. But traffic heading into Naples, but not in your immediate area. Not as hectic as you'd think. There's a fire station here. You're not allowed to burn garbage here. There's just a lot of regulations if you're starting a little fire. It's not like in Alabama where you can burn whatever crap you want. It's not like Alabama where you can shoot too, by the way. You're allowed to. That's why I came out here to do. I'm visiting a few friends that live back here and exercising our rights a little bit. So that's what we came to do out here. Visit a good friend of mine, but I've been down here for 24 hours. I ain't been able to shoot yet. So I came over here to my friend's house, pop off a few rounds. But yeah, I love it out here. I mean, I think the price is right, and if you're a New Yorker looking to move to Naples, Florida, I would definitely consider the Golden Gate Estates. It's definitely not living up to the reputation it had in the past. It's a good area. I would, if I was in that price range, I would definitely buy a house in the Golden Gate Estates. I mean, I can't really even think about too many bad things about out here, other than you're further out, but you probably want that if you want some land and you can do whatever crap you want. You know, building codes and regulations are strict, so you're not going to be able to like do whatever you want out here. If you're going to do something here, you're most likely than not, you're going to have to hire a contractor, licensed contractor, pull permits and all that if you're putting up a shed or doing anything out here. This is definitely not a place where you're going to just build something without a permit like you do in other states. So just the regulations are strict because you have hurricanes, and because you have a very wealthy county where they're trying to keep everything up to par. I know we're getting the glare here. They just recently built a Publix here, and there's always been a Cuban market on the other side. The area's got some diversity. I see some Asians, I see some blacks, I see some Latinos, some white, just a... What's wrong? What? A little bit of everything. Tell me about it. You good? You guys good? Alright, we're all good. So, a little bit of everything. I stop for pedestrians. Sometimes here in Naples, that angers people. You stop for pedestrians, somebody starts honking a horn at you. But I stop for pedestrians. I'm not. Who's in a rush? Are you late to work? I'm not late to work. You gonna be late to work? Oh, there's a pedestrian. Let's let them pass. Thank you. You're welcome. But yeah, people here are like in a rush. If they're late to work or something, they must be late to work on a Saturday, holiday Saturday. Maybe they're late to work. Who knows? A mí no me estés agitando. Te lo garantizo. Conmigo no. So yeah, we got glare. I know we got some glare on them, and then across the street there's do not enter. I'm gonna go in. You gotta go out the other way. Nah, that's a pain in the butt. But yeah, they just built this Publix recently here, and I'm sure that the locals appreciate having a Publix here. Nothing wrong with Publix, I'll tell you that much. Haitien and a Blanc. A Blanc and an Haitien. You volé.
Volé.
Volé. Parece volé. Oh, you crazy. $1. Oh, Papa, you crazy? I'll give you $1. It's nice to see Haitians again. I miss Haitians. That's one thing about Naples is Haitians. I miss Haitians. Haitians are fun. Oh, man, I'll give you $1 right now. I'm like, dude, this car is like $5,000. I'll give you $1, puppy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell you a car for $1. That's not gonna work. But you're entertaining nonetheless, but not happening. You got a gas station here which has always been overpriced. Always. This gas station, there's a food truck there. Interesting. I didn't know they allowed food trucks here in Colorado. They've been hard on everything. I mean, the regulation's serious here. Then you got this little Cuban market here.